This is the voice in the wilderness of the people, coming to you in the great wind. This is the day that EZER has made and have set as a sign between him and us. I pray that the Most High has kept you in good health and in great strength, and he has prepared you for his unfailing love and has opened your ears to hear his words. Today, my brothers and sisters, I will read from the last messenger, the last prophet, whom I have sent unto us as a nation. And I pray that you will listen and you will read their own book and you will comprehend by the help of the Most High to comprehend all that he has been saying to us. Today I will remove the word Lord, for this word has the same meaning as Baal. And we do not worship Baal, we worship EZER. I will remove the word God, for that word was put in place of what the Most High really is to us. So I will put the word Redeemer and remove the word God. So I will begin from chapter 1. The burden of the word of EZER, the Redeemer of Israel, given by Malachiah. I have loved you, says EZER, yet you say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, says EZER, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, they are impoverished, but they will return and build the desolate places. Thus says EZER of hosts, they shall build, but EZER will throw it down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom EZER has indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, EZER will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honoreth his father, a servant honors his master. If then be a father, if EZER be a father, where is his honor? And if EZER be a master, where is his fear? Says EZER of hosts unto you, Israelites. O priest, that despise EZER's name, and you say, wherein have you despised his name? You offer polluted bread upon his altar, and you say, wherein have you polluted EZER's place? In that you say the table of EZER is contemptible. And if you offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if you offer the lame and the sick, isn't it not evil? Offer it now unto your governor. Will he be pleased with you or accept your person? Says EZER of hosts. And now I pray you, beseech Aya, that he will be gracious unto you. This has been your means. Will he regard your person? Says Aya of hosts. Who is there even among you that will shut the door for naught? Neither do you kindle fire on his altar for naught. I have no pleasure in you, says our Redeemer. Neither will he accept an offering from your hand. For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, your name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto his name, and a pure offering for his name shall be great among the heathen, says Aya of hosts. But you, Israel, you have profaned it, in that you say, the table of Aya is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. You say also, behold, a weariness is it, and you have snuffed at it, says Aya of hosts. You brought that which was torn, and the lame, and the sick. Thus you brought an offering. Should Aya accept this of your hand, says Aya? But cursed be the deceiver, which has in his flock a male, and vow, and sacrifice unto Aya a corrupt thing. For Aya is a great king, says our Redeemer of hosts. His name is dreadful among the heathen. Chapter 2. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. If you will not hear, and if you will not lay it to your heart, to give glory unto Aya's name, says our Redeemer of hosts, Aya will even send a curse upon you, and will curse your blessings. Yea, I have already cursed them, because you do not lay it to your heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seeds, and spread dung upon your face, even the dung of your solemn feast, and one shall take you away with it. And you shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that his covenant might be with Levi, says Aya of hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and Aya gave to him for the fear wherewithin he feared Aya, and was afraid before his name. My dear brothers and sisters, the Most High has given us commandments. The Most High have chosen a special people to do his sacrifice, to make his offering. He had a covenant with Levi, and we were supposed to listen to what the priest was to say to us concerning the Most High. But they have gone astray. They had begun to do their own thing. They had begun to forget the law of the Most High. Let's go to verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with him with ire in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity. Isaiah is saying here to us that the one he had chosen to be priest unto EZER-IAH, there was no wrongdoing in his mouth. There was no iniquity found in his lips. He walked with ire in peace and equity of righteousness. He did not turn away any from ire, but he turned them away from iniquity. My brothers and sisters, we have many who call themselves priests today, or pastors, and they are telling you that the Most High has spoken to them. But while they are telling you this, they are telling you that the laws of the Most High has been done away with. The Most High is telling us here, the one he chose to be priest unto him has not turned away anyone from his laws. Verse 7, for the priest's lips shall keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of EZER of hosts. My dear brothers and sisters, the priests or the messengers of EZER, we have to seek from their mouth the law of EZER. So when we have those who are telling our people that the law of EZER is done away with, my brothers and sisters, we are not obligated to listen to them according to EZER, our Redeemer. We are not to listen to them. They are not the messenger of EZER. They are not the prophets of EZER. They are not the priests of EZER. And EZER is not with them. Because the ones EZER choose to bring his messages to his people from their lips, we are to get the laws of EZER. We are to seek the law from their mouth. For they are the messenger of EZER of hosts. Verse 7. Read it over to yourself again. Now let's go to verse 8. But you are departed out of the way. You have caused many to stumble at the law. You have corrupted the covenant of Levi, says EZER of hosts. Those among us today who are calling themselves teachers of the Most High, they are corrupting the way of the Most High. They are blocking the way to you, my brothers and sisters. They have departed out of the way of EZER, and they are causing our brothers and sisters to stumble at the law. They are causing our brothers and sisters to turn away from the law. They have corrupted the covenant of Levi, because the Most High had chosen Levi, because in his mouth was his laws. He kept the laws of EZER-IAH. He teach the laws of EZER-IAH. He did what EZER-IAH say to be done. Let's go to verse 9. Therefore have EZER-IAH also made you contemptible and base before all the people. My dear brothers and sisters, do you see why when you go on to shows and you see what these pastors are doing, they are molesting little boys, the priests molesting little boys, they're raping women, they are committing adultery in the church. All they are interested in is in money. All they will spend the whole sermon only about money. They have corrupted the way. They have corrupted the way. And EZER-IAH has made them contemptible and base. He has made them the lowest among men. He has made them the lowest among before the people. Verse 9. According as you have not kept EZER's way, but have been partial in the law. They teach you some little truth. They give you a little piece of the scripture, and then they twist it. They twist it to fit their corrupt ways. They twist it and cause our people to go astray. Let's go to verse 10. Have we not all one Father? Has not one Redeemer, one Maker created us? Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother, by profaning the covenant of our fathers? Why, if we are one people, we was made by one Father, why do we have so many different churches? Why are we so divided? If we are made by one Creator, and He is looking over us, and we are supposed to be praising this one mighty one, worshiping this one mighty one, who has sent His prophets with His name, in His name, with His words unto us. Why are we so divided? My dear brothers and sisters, we are divided because most of them do not have the spirit of EZER-IAH. Most of them are just doing it as a profession to make money. They do not have the congregation goodwill at heart. They are not seeking righteousness for the people who are listening to them. They are just doing it to be able to live a certain lifestyle. Let's go to verse 11. Judea has dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in EZER-IAH and in Jerusalem. For Judea has profaned the holiness of EZER, which he loved, and has married the daughter of a strange deity. Our people, EZER-IAH, and our tribe, Judea, has done treacherously. My dear people, they have forsaken their Redeemer and has now gone after a strange deity. They have gone after Jesse, and some have gone after Allah. And they have left IAH by himself. Verse 12. IAH will cut off the man that does this, the master and the scholar, out of the tabernacle of Jacob. Out of Jacob, out of EZER-IAH. And him that offer an offering unto IAH of hosts. And this have he done again, covering the altar of IAH with tears, with weeping, with crying out, inasmuch as he regard not the offering anymore. They are just performing, or receive it with goodwill at your hand. IAH know the hypocrisy. IAH know them, they are hypocrites. They play an act in front of our people, and they gather their souls to Lucifer. They do not care about the Most High. They do not teach our people about the Most High. They are not from Levi. They are not following the tradition of Levi. They just wake up and decide that this is the way to make money. And they go about making money. And they destroy the souls of our people through the working of Lucifer to get rich. Let's go to verse 14. Yet you say, wherefore? Because IAH has been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant? You have committed adultery, my people. You have left IAH and you have gone to demons, to devils, to fallen angels, and to evil spirits. You have committed adultery against IAH, your Redeemer. You have left IAH and you have gone to idols, camouflaged under the cloak of secrecy, performing their evil ways and their evil work. These demons are deceiving you. Your priests and your pastors are already cursed. They are not to teach you. They haven't learned themselves. My dear brothers and sisters, we are to get back to the word of IAH and read his word and listen to his prophets. I am reading to you from the book of Malachiah, the one that is known as Malachi. And I'm now taking you to the verse 15 in chapter 2. And did not he make one? Yet had he the residue of the Spirit? And wherefore one? That he might seek a righteous seed? Therefore, take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. Take heed of your spirit, and be not deceived. Take heed of your spirit, and be not deceived. Let's go to verse 16. For EZER, the Redeemer of Israel, says that he hates putting away. For one covers violence with his garment, says EZER of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that you deal not treacherously. Take heed to your spirit, my brothers and sisters. Take heed to what the Most High has left for you in his words. Do not turn away from EZER and go to any false ones. Do not give up your time when you could study your word. He has blessed you with the ability to read and to see, and he will open your ears for you to hear. Do not go to these false prophets, these false teachers who are teaching you something that's totally contrary to what EZER and the assignment he has given unto Levi. They are false. They are dark spirits. They are the prince of darkness, who has changed himself from being the prince of darkness to the angel of light. And I himself tell you, no wonder his very ministers have changed themselves from ministers of unrighteousness to ministers of righteousness. Listen to the word of EZER, my brothers and sisters. This was the last prophet he sent unto us. Let's go to verse 16. For EZER, our Redeemer of Israel, said that he hates putting away. For one covers violence with his garment, says EZER of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that you deal not treacherously. That was a repeat. Verse 17. You have wearied EZER with your words. Yet you say, wherein have we wearied him? When you say, everyone that does evil is good in the sight of EZER, and he delights in them. Or where is EZER of judgment? Now, my brothers and sisters, the Most High is saying to you, you have wearied him with your words. And you are saying, how could we weary him? And he tells you how. You weary him when you say, everyone that does evil is good. When you listen to these people telling you that the law of the Most High is done away with, and you continue to listen to them, you are wearying the Most High. When you see the evil they are doing, and you continue to sit down in the church and strengthen the hand of the wicked, you are wearying the Most High. When you see, when the Most High calls them to reveal themselves to you, and you see they are gay, when you see they are molesters, when you see they are pedophiles, and you continue to give them your money, you are wearying the Most High. And yet still you continue to ask, whereby you are wearying him. And he says, when you see evil and you do not call it out, when you see evil and you abide with it, when you see evil people and you still are their friends, When you see evil people and you steal their husband or their wives, you cover the evil that you see without exposing them. You are worrying the Most High. Let us go to chapter 3. Behold, I will send his messenger, and he shall prepare the way before him. And I, whom you seek, shall suddenly come to his temple. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom you delight in. Behold, he shall come, says I of hosts. I will send his messenger to prepare his way before he comes. I will send his messenger unto those who will seek him. And he will come, and he will set up his place as he has his covenant with his messenger whom he delights in. The messenger whom he delights in are those who will speak his name and teach his brothers and sisters his law, his commandments. This is the message Malachiah is bringing unto us. This is the message he is delivering to us. Let's go to verse 2. But who may abide the day of his coming? Who will be able to stand up in the day when Ayah comes? Who shall stand when he appears? For he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. Ayah is coming like a fire, my brothers and sisters. Ayah is coming to destroy those who did not seek him. Ayah is coming to destroy those who have turned his people away from him. Ayah is coming to destroy those who teach you the false doctrines. Ayah is coming to destroy all those who have gone astray. My brothers and sisters, Ayah is giving us some time to repent. Ayah is showing us the way. Ayah is reviving us before his coming. Ayah has sent his prophets with his word unto us. Ayah is saying to us, we must do what he says. Remember, he did the same to our ancestors. He warned them. He sent them prophets. He told them what would happen if they did not listen, if they did not change, if they did not do. And for that reason, he sent the prophets to us as well, because they did not listen. They did not repent. They did not obey. And it's for that reason we are in the land of captivity until this day. Now the Most High have sent his prophets unto us to make us remember what the opportunity he has given unto our ancestors. The opportunities they did not acknowledge nor accept. And they was put to death by the sword, by famine, by pestilence, by being scattered to the ends of the earth. My dear brothers and sisters, the Most High is sending the warning to us. We must turn to him. We must turn back to Ayah, our Redeemer. Verse 3. He shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. He shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto Iah an offering in righteousness. When Iah comes to us, right now he is reviving us. And we have to turn to his law. We have to turn to the covenant he made with Levi. We have to teach the law to the people. We have to open their eyes and ask the Most High to open their ears. We have to tell them the truth. We have to let them know. We have to prepare that when we go back to the land, the things we have to do. We must let them know. Now is the time, my brothers and sisters. Now is the time. Verse 4. Then shall the offering of Judea and Jerusalem be pleasant unto Iah, as in the days of old, and as in former years. We have to prepare ourselves as how the ancestors told us it was, as they have left for us to learn how it was supposed to be. We have to learn the ways again. We have to learn the ways again. We have to present ourselves to Iah to be worthy. We have to present ourselves to Iah as we are seeking him with our whole heart, our whole soul, and with all our strength. We have to go before him and beg him for forgiveness. We have to go before him and beg him to teach us. We have to learn the ways of the olden times. We must do this. We must turn away from these false doctrines. We must turn away from these false prophets. We must turn away from these evil, wicked brothers and sisters who are causing our people to worship idols. We must turn away. We must turn our ears away from these false, dark preachers who are teaching that the laws of Iah is done away with. We must turn ourselves away from them. We must not be partakers of their sin. We must not listen to them. We must not gather with them. We must not be in the same place with them. We have to separate ourselves from them. They might be black. We have to separate from them. They are white. We have to separate ourselves from them. We have to separate ourselves from false doctrines. We must turn back to Iah, our Redeemer. We must seek his truth. As we will be purged, will be refined like silver. My dear brothers and sisters, we are not promised to be protected from flooding. We are not promised to go to another land to stand over. The Most High is telling us we must do those things so he can take us back to the land that he has prepared for us, and the role that we have to play when we go back into that land. We must know his laws. We must be doing them. We must be doing them. And the nations must see us doing them. And if we refuse to do them, we will pay the price the nation will pay. We will be destroyed by the very fire that he is coming to refine us. My dear brothers and sisters, let us now go to verse 4. Shall the offering of Judea and Jerusalem be pleasant unto Ai, as in the days of old? Only then the offerings of our prayers will be pleasant unto Ai. Only when we go back and read the book and see the former things, then it will be pleasant. We will be able to make our offerings pleasant unto Ai. Verse 5. And Ai will come near to you to judgment, and Ai will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow, the fatherless, that turn aside the stranger from his right. And fear not Ai, says our Redeemer of hosts. Ai will come near to you to judgment. Ai will hear you. Ai will forgive you. Ai will open your eyes and your ears. Ai will protect you. Ai will be swift witness against the sorcerers, those that are leading you astray. Ai will protect you from them. Then Ai will protect you from them. Ai will protect you from them. All of them. The sorcerers, the adulterers, the swearers. He will protect you. Verse 6. For Ai, your Redeemer, he is your Redeemer, and he changes not. For Ai, your Redeemer, changes not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob, you Israelites, are not consumed. Ai does not change. That's why we are not done away with. Ai has been doing for us because of his name's sake, because of his name that's upon us. Our ancestors was consumed because of what they did. The Most High is giving us this opportunity to turn to him. He has given us his name. He has given us his word. Call upon his name, my brother or my sister. He has given us his name in our nation, EZER-IAH. He has given us his name in our tribe, the tribe of Judea. He has given us his name in the name of his prophets. He has given us his name all over his book. My dear brothers and sisters, we are to call on his name and study his word, do his laws. Do them, not just keep them in a book in your house, but to do them. He said, hang them between your eyelids, stick them on your hand, put them on your doorposts, hang them on your gates. My dear brothers and sisters, we are to look upon them with every chance that we get, with every breath that we take. Verse 7, even from the days of your fathers you are gone away from EZER's ordinance. Even from the days of our fathers, they have gone away from his commandments and have not kept them. Now he's saying to us, return unto him, and he will return unto you, says EZER of hosts. My dear brothers and sisters, there are those among us who make statements as if our ancestors was the most righteous people, and they was keeping the commandments of EZER, and then they went there and just picked them up with ships and sent them into slavery. My dear brothers and sisters, nothing could be further than from the truth. Our ancestors had turned away from EZER, our Redeemer, when they was brought back into the land. And because of the turning away from EZER and all the good things he had done for them, he sent prophets, as he is doing to us today. He sent prophets to warn them. And they ignore the prophets. They kill some of them. Our people have a strong, hard head. They're full of disobedience. They will not accept humility. And the Most High disperse them to the four corners of the earth. And that's why we are here where we are. Some of us, most of us, are in the land of our captivities around the world. They was not keeping the laws of EZER, but EZER is saying to us, their children, because they have already died, they have already perished, they have paid the price for their disobedience. But for their children, who we are their children, the Most High is saying to us, the offspring, I'm giving you this opportunity to know me, just like he did to them in the wilderness. They had to die in the wilderness, and the Most High gave the opportunity to their children. Yes, my brothers and sisters. So let us go to verse 8. Will a man rob EZER? Yet you have robbed him. But you say, wherein have we robbed you? In tithes and in offering. My dear brothers and sisters, when the Most High talk about his tithes and his offerings, he is not referring to money that you give to the priest or you give to your pastor as tithes. He is talking to you. You, also the priests and also the prophets. We are not giving him our prayers. We are giving our prayers to idols. We are offering our children to Moloch, to idols. We are not bringing our children to the Most High. We are not teaching them of the Most High. We are not offering up our children to righteousness. We are not using what the Most High give us to help others. We are not teaching anyone the right, the truth. We are hiding it. The pastors are hiding it. Our people are not giving the Most High thanks and praise for all the good things He is doing to them. And the Most High is saying to you, you are robbing Him. You are giving His glory to idols. You are praising the wicked. You are strengthening the hand of the wicked and the deceitful. You are going to the strangers. You are mixing with the heathens. You worship in all form of idolatry. You are partaking. You are not giving the Most High what is His. The Most High's tithes are His glory. The Most High's offerings are His praise. And you are not giving it to Him. You're giving it to idols, to demons, to devils, to evil spirits, to Lucifer, and even to man. Verse 9, you are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed EZER-IAH. The whole nation has robbed EZER-IAH. That's why we are in the situation we are in. We need to turn to the Most High and give Him what is His. Remember, He tells you to give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. The Most High doesn't need our money. The Most High doesn't need no money from us. The Most High has made all the minerals there is in the world. He has made all the gold there is, all the silver there is. He has made all the resources that are is in the world. He has made it. He has a host in heaven, which is so much time intelligent than we are, that they cannot even die. They could live forever. If He wants those resources, He will send them to fetch it for Him. He don't need us to get it for Him. He needs our thanksgiving, our praise, our acceptance, our appreciation. He wants us to rejoice and to be glad, knowing that He is our provider. And that's what we're not giving Him. Not no tithes, no dollar and cents. Not no sheep and no goat. It's our praise, our thanksgiving, our offerings unto Him to sing praise and be joyful. So now He's saying to you, you are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed Him. The whole nation has robbed Him. Verse 10, bring you all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. And prove me not herewith, says EZER of hosts. Do not keep away anything from the Most High. He says, bring your tithes into His storehouse. Does the Most High have a storehouse for you to go and put money? As you go and put money to the pastor in the church? You're foolish. We're ignorant. The Most High doesn't live in anything man built with his house. And there is no house that can hold the Most High. He has made the universe. He has established everything there is. And here He's telling you, bring your tithes into His warehouse. My dear brothers and sisters, the Most High wants your praise. He wants to get His glory. He wants you to stop giving His glory to idols and to demons and to devils and to Lucifer. He wants what is His. Give unto Him what is His. He says, prove me now wherewith, says EZER of hosts, if I will not open to you the window of heaven and pour you out a blessing. You hear what he's saying? He said, do what I tell you. Bring your tithes and your offering into my storehouse. And then you will see, when you bring your tithes and your offering into his warehouse, when you bring his praise to him, when you sing his praise to him, when you sing his praise, when you glorify him, he said he made us a special people unto himself. Isaiah 43, go there. And we are to praise him and to glorify him. We are to praise him from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. We are to praise him with every breath that we take. We are to love him with our whole heart, with our whole soul, and with all our strength. And stop using our strength to praise idols and demons. Stop giving our glory to Lucifer and his fallen angels. We are to bring our tithes to EZER-IAH, our Redeemer, and he will open the windows of heaven and pour unto us his blessing. And there shall not be room enough to receive it. He will give us so much blessing. If we only turn to EZER-IAH and bring our tithes, our worship, if we bring our worship to our Redeemer, he will bless us so much, we wouldn't have place to put it. That's why he said he has made us to be above all the nations. We are supposed to be the head and not the tail. We are supposed to be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. We are supposed, our fruit of our bodies will be blessed. We are supposed to be blessed in everything we put our hand to. We're supposed to lend and not to borrow. You see, he will give us so much. We will have to lend out. We will have to give. We would not be here begging and needing. We will be getting. He will lead us by his green pastures. He will bring us by his still waters, where we will eat and drink and lie down in peace and in safety. Verse 11, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake. The Most High will chase the evil spirits away from us. The Most High will prevent iniquity to come unto us. The Most High will prevent the deceiver from deceiving us. The Most High will remove these false prophets among us, from among us. The Most High will do this for us. My brothers and sisters, he says, I repeat, verse 11, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruits before the time in the field, says EZER of hosts. We will be blessed in all that we do, my brothers and sisters. That's what he sent Malachiah to let us know. We will be blessed in all that we do. If we will turn to him, if we will keep his commandments, if we will observe his statutes and his precepts, this is what he will do for us. And that is what Lucifer knows. That's what the devils know. That's what the fallen angels know. That's what these evil spirits know. And they're seeking to prevent you from knowing it. Call on the name of our Redeemer. His name is EZER. Ask him to guide you and to protect you. Ask him to prevent the deceiver from deceiving you. Ask him to open your intellect and give you his teaching. Ask him to wash your heart and put his commandments therein. Ask him to hold your hand so you do not go to the left, nor to the right. Ask him to preserve you. Ask him to prepare that table for you in the presence of your enemies. Ask him to anoint your head with this holy oil so your blessings may continually to come unto you. Ask him, because all that he has said, he has promised it to us. My dear brothers and sisters, verse 12. And all nations shall call you blessed, for you shall be a delightsome land, says EZER of hosts. All the nations are supposed to call us blessed. Aren't you hearing this? My dear brother, my sister, my little one, my old one, are you hearing this? I have just told you through the prophet Malachiah that you are to be blessed. You are to be blessed, and all the nations are supposed to call you blessed. Then why are you following the nations? Why are you seeking out the deities of the nation? Why are you praying to a man? Why are you praying to wood and to stone? Why are you not turning to EZER, your Redeemer, your Father, the one who have made you these promises? Why are you not doing it? Well, if you did not know, today you have heard this video. You have heard this voice in the wilderness crying out to you. Then turn your ways. Turn away from idol worship. Turn away from the deceiving pastors that are deceiving you. Turn away from those who are telling you the laws of the Most High is done away with. Turn away from those who are telling you the blood of some man can save you. Turn away from those who are telling you are nobody. Turn away from those who are telling you you are lost. My dear brother, your way and your light is right before you. Seek light and life will come unto you. Seek EZER and everything else will be added unto you. He says, the nation shall call you blessed. This is a promise of our Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the one who makes us and guide us and protect us, the one who shields us, our rock, our refuge, our shield, our buckler. He is the horn of our salvation. He is the one who carries us, and he is the one who will deliver us. His name is EZER, and he is our Redeemer and Savior. Verse 13. Your words have been stout against me, says EZER. Yet you say, what have we spoken so much against thee? Your words are against the Most High, my dear people. Your words are against him. You're not calling on his name. You have been deceived. His name is in your book. His name is EZER. He is the Holy One of Israel, your Savior, your Redeemer. Turn to him. Call his name. Sing praise to him. Sing it loud. Rejoice and be glad. Thank him for the morning when you wake up. Thank him for the night that you're going to rest. Thank him for the blood in your veins. Thank him for the water you drink. Thank him for the food you eat. Thank him for your sight. Thank him for the hair on your head. Thank him for the sole of your feet. Thank him for your hands and your complete being. Thank him for being there for you. Thank him for the angels he sent to guide and to warn and to protect you. Thank him for the prophet he sent with his words and preserved it for you. Thank him for your hearing and your seeing. Thank him for all that you see and you hear. Thank him for all his creation that he has created for you. Thank him for everything. Thank him, my dear people. Sing praise unto him, for he is good, and his mercies endures forever. He has given us but a short time to acknowledge him. He has given us a short time to know him. He has given us an opportunity. Don't waste it. My dear brothers and sisters, get into your book and read your book, and you will see all the things you have been hearing all these years are lies. They are not in your book. The Most High has given us the book from Genesis to Malachi, Malachiah, the one they call Malachi. He has given us the book from Genesis to Malachiah. And he told us we must not add to it, nor subtract from it. Use your senses, my brother and sister. If the Most High has given you his book, and he told you you must not add to it, nor subtract from it, then later on in the history, someone went and write a new book, and they has given it the name the New Testament. And the one that the Most High has given you, they call it Old Testament, as if it's no longer deserving unto you. So now you've gone to the new one. But the Most High told you, you did not need a new one. He said the one he gave you, none have lost its mate. He called it the book of remembrance unto you. This is what we have to remember. We are the people of the book. We need to remember what he gave us to put to mind. We have to put it in our mind, in our heart. And we have to keep it there. And we have to teach it to our children. And we have to teach it to the nations when they seek to know it. My dear brothers and sisters, let us not turn away from our Redeemer. But now he is calling you to return unto him. Will you adhere or will you forbear? He has given you that choice. Will you adhere or will you forbear? Will you follow man or will you follow your Redeemer? Will you follow man who has done nothing for you but to deceive you through the spirit of the fallen? Or will you seek your Redeemer who has given his name unto your prophets and send them with his word unto you? Which one will you believe? Which one will you choose? Which one will you accept? Which one will you follow? Which one will you do? That's what the Most High needs from you. That's what he needs to know from you. This is the only thing that will save you. That's the only thing that will help you. That's the only thing that will cause you to be blessed. That's the only thing will bring you life. My dear brothers and sisters, that's the only thing. Now, my brothers and sisters, verses 14. You have said it is in vain to serve EZER. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before EZER of hosts? My dear brothers and sisters, EZER have sent Malachiah to warn us about what we are doing and what we are saying. He has sent him to tell us to change. He has sent him to let us know we are going on the wrong path. This is what he's saying to us. Because there are many of us who are saying these words today. They are saying there is no use worshiping any mighty one. They are saying there is no use to obey the laws of EZER-IAH. And who is saying this to you? The very ones who are supposed to be teaching you the truth. The very one who are supposed to speaking the word of EZER-IAH unto you. For they have presented themselves as prophets. They have presented themselves as ministers of righteousness. And this is how the Most High has made it clear for you to know they are liars. They are dumb dogs. They have their degrees, their DDD, their dumb dog degrees. They cannot bark. They cannot warn you. I have said so. And that we have walked mournfully before EZER of hosts. Verse 15. And now we call the proud happy. Yes, yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt EZER are even delivered. You see what our people are saying and our people are doing? They are now, since they forsake EZER and have gone astray, since they have gone after the idols and the devils and the demons and Lucifer and the evil spirits, now the spirits have them saying, there is no use to pray to no mighty one. There is no use to keep his commandments. The evil spirits are speaking through them, and they are saying, they are calling the proud happy. They are saying, oh, he is proud, so he is highly recommended. He is looked upon to. The proud is looked upon. They adore the proud, which EZER hates. They are now saying that the wicked is set up. Why? Because the wicked who oppress the people is now become rich. So they are looking up to them. The wicked. They are now saying that them that tempt EZER are delivered. They're saying he has made it. He has made it. Look, he has rich. He has boat. He has big car. He has big house. He have a big job. He have a big business. He has made it. They're calling the wicked right. They are calling those who tempt EZER. They are saying they are delivered. My dear brothers and sisters, listen to what the prophet is saying to us. Listen to his word. Then they that fear EZER speak often one to another. And EZER hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared EZER and that thought upon his name. In this time, my brothers and sisters, that we are living in, there is nothing more important to us than the name of the Most High. There is nothing more important to us than the name of the Most High. When you call on his name, he will hear you. And he will start to open your eyes and your ears. And you will find his words and you will like them. And he will wash your hearts and put them in there. And you will say that he is your Redeemer. And he promised, he will then say, you are his people. Remember the promises I have made to us? Shut your book and see the promises he has made to us. He told us it will happen. Let it happen. And let it happen with you, my brother and my sister. And they shall be mine, says EZER of hosts, In that day, when I make up my jewels, in that day, when he make up his jewels, he will say, we, those who keep his commandments, those who call upon his name, he will say that we are his. My brothers and sisters, read this. That's Malachiah. Read it over and over. And hear what the prophet is saying to you. Hear what he's telling you. What Ayah has given him to bring to you. This is our ancestor who served Ayah, not those who went astray and caused us to end up in the land of captivity. No. These was those who kept the commandments and call on his name. These are those who choose to be his witnesses and his servants. They are the ones who are giving us these words. They are the ones who wrote them down. They are the ones through the Most High has brought it unto us. And I will spare them. I is saying, and I will spare them. As a man spare his own son that serve him. You see why he's sparing those who he's calling his jewels? Because he is doing it right now as I speak to you today. Ayah is making up his jewels. He is choosing his people who wants to serve him. He is listening to those who is calling out to him. He is listening to those who is calling his name. He is listening to those who is praising him and rejoicing in gladness unto him. He is praising, he is listening to those who is speaking out his word in truth and in spirit. He is putting his jewels together. My dear brothers and sisters, do you want to be part of it? Seek Ayah. Do you want to be part of his jewel? Seek Ayah. Do you want to be his servant or his witness? Seek Ayah. And serve him. Serve him. Verse 18. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serve Ayah and him that serve him not. Ayah is choosing those who serve him and those who serve him not. Ayah is making a separation. Ayah have his host of heaven. He have his angels to do his bidding. And his angels are the one who is doing the recording. They are writing what they see. They are carrying out his light unto his chosen. They are marking his name upon those whom he elect. My dear brothers and sisters, listen to the voice in the wilderness of the people. Keep the Most High's commandment. Do as he says. Obey his voice as he speak unto us through his prophets. Keep his Sabbath holy. Worship him in honor and in truth and in righteousness. He has given us a sign, the sign of the Sabbath. Let that sign be upon you. Rest upon his holy day. Keep away from servile work. Honor Ayah in all his words, in all his righteousness. Seek him at all times. I will repeat verse 18. It says, then you shall return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. He will return, he will discern between the righteous and the wicked. You, my dear brothers and sisters, have to do the same thing today. We have to discern between the righteous and the wicked. We cannot follow people blindly anymore. The time for this has come to an end. 400 years in captivity. 400 years in captivity, my brothers and sisters. We have enough time to know our enemies. He has given us enough time to know our enemies. Whether they are white or whether they are black, we have to separate ourselves from our enemies. Our enemies seek to destroy us. Our enemies seek to get our soul, our spirit to Lucifer. Our enemies does not care of Allah or his word or his prophets or his people or anything but themselves. My dear brothers and sisters, we must know this. We must discern from right to wrong, from what is right, from what is wrong. We must know this. And for us to be able to know this, we must read his words. We must put his name back in the book. We must study his prophets. We must study them. And when we see and know what the messages they have given unto us, then we will be able to discern what they have said to us and what this false prophet is saying to us in these latter days. This is how we will know. We must study his word. We must ask him to put it in our hearts. We must know it. We must know it. So when we hear the voices that are out there, we will be able to choose the right voice to listen to. We will choose those who are speaking truth. We must. We must. The Most High does not want money from us. The Most High wants our praise and our glory to glorify him. The Most High wants us to turn to him, to give him thanks for all the good things he has given us. For the sun and the moon and the stars and the clouds and the rain, for the sea and the fishes, for the land and all the animals and the trees and the fruits and the air we breathe. We don't know where they come from. We are just living it and enjoying it. And the Most High is the one who has prepared it for us. So we must give him thanks for it. And he wants to hear this. He wants to know that we appreciate what he is doing for us. We need to turn to our Redeemer. We need to get away from these false doctrines. Idol worship, satanic worship, spirit worship. We need to turn from this and turn to Allah and call him out and give him praise and ask him to teach you. Open your eyes and your ears, my dear brother and sister. Then shall we return and discern between right. When? When we turn to Allah. When we turn to him and serve Allah. Now let us go to chapter 4. For behold, the day come that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that comes shall burn them up, says EZER of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. My dear brothers and sisters, a day is coming. EZER has told Malachiah to tell us a day is coming. Not no water, not flood, not wind, not snow, not rain. It's fire. Fire is coming. My brothers and sisters, fire is coming. And when that fire comes, the wicked will be like gas to the fire. They will be like stubble. They will be like the little branches to fuel the fire. They will be like dry leaves to the fire. Fire is coming. My dear brothers and sisters, he says he will leave no root, no branch to them. There will be left to them no root, no branch, no children, no grandchildren, total destruction. Fire is a destructive element that destroys once and for all. When fire destroys something, it's done. It's done. And if it's not done, its formed is changed. And the Most High has had enough. The Most High has had enough. He has sent us all his prophets. They killed them. They disobeyed them. They mocked them, as they continue to mock them until this day. My dear brother and my sister, who sincerely in your heart have a desire for righteousness, you have a desire for life eternal, you have a desire, you have not made this up for yourself. The Most High have planted a seed in you. And I now advise you to water that seed. Go in your book and water, nourish that seed, and see what the Most High is saying to you. See all the promises he has made to you. See all what he told you you have to do to gain those promises. See them and do them. And wait on EZER to receive them. As he has promised our ancestors, he will scatter them to the ends of the earth if they disobeyed his laws. He has told them, "Curse you shall be in the city, curse you will be in the field." Deuteronomy chapter 28, read it. All that he has promised them has come to be. Now, you have seen, you have heard what he has said unto them. And you have seen until this day what is happening to us as a people. Remember, now he has made new promises to us. He told us he will revive us in the latter days. And then he will wash our hearts. He will put his laws in it. He tells us he will bring us back to his land that he promised our ancestors. And there we shall live with our children and our children's children forever and ever. My dear brothers and sisters, would you adhere to this? Would you listen to this? Or will you do like our ancestors when he was warning them what will happen to them and they did not believe? Will you believe now, or will you continue as they had done? Would you believe that the Most High will save you from all this fire? Or you don't believe? He has given you an option. He has shown you the past that you could reflect upon. He has shown you the present as you see it now. And he has given you the promise that you can walk towards. What are you going to do? What will you then do, my brother or my sister? What will you do? He's not asking you for money. He's not asking you for sacrifice of animals or of humans. All he is saying to you is to turn to him with your voice. That air that he breathed in you and made you a living soul. He's telling you to return that air unto him with the words from your heart. And ask for forgiveness for what you have done. And to stop doing anything that is wrong. Turn from idol worship. Turn from satanic worship. Turn from idolatry. Turn from evil spirits worship. Turn from all of that. And he said, turn to him. Turn from son dying for you. Turn from blood being shed unto you. Turn from anyone sacrifice themselves for you. Turn from all of this nonsense and turn to him. Turn to EZER-IAH, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. He is one. He is one. He is righteous all the time. And he does not change. EZER does not change. And that's why we are here. Because we are here based on EZER's promise. We are the people of the promise. We are the people of the book. The book he made those promises in and preserved it unto us. We are the people of the book. The book that we are supposed to remember. The book he called the book of remembrance from Genesis to Malachi. The Most High did not write a New Testament unto us. He does not change. He told us we should not add to the one he gave us. We should not take away from it. We did not add to it. They took the book away from us, our ancestors. They prevented them from learning to read. They prevented them from holding a book. They will cut off their hand if they found them with a book. They did not want them to know their history. They prevented them from going to school. They prevented them from touching literature. They did this to your ancestors. And when they wrote their New Testament, they stuck it onto the book they took from us. And they started to teach us only the one that they wrote. They never teach us the old one, the one that the Most High tell us we must remember. They teach us their new book. And this is what has gotten us into the situation we are in today. We are worshiping a deity, an idol. We have made a man that they have given us with blue eye, white skin, and blonde hair. We have made him an idol, and we are worshiping him, a man. We have turned from EZER. We have turned from the old way. We have turned from the days of old, and we have gone to a new thing. And that new thing has destroyed us. And EZER have sent his prophets, his last prophets, Malachiah, to tell us that we need to come away from this thing and turn back to Aya, our Redeemer. We need to seek him, Aya. And Aya himself told us in the latter days, in the land of our captivity, we shall seek him and David, the one whom he chose from among us, the one whom he has anointed to be our shepherd. He said, we will seek him in the latter days. My dear brothers and sisters, we are in the latter days. For a matter of fact, the latter days is closing in. This is the voice in the wilderness. Listen to it. And I continue. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness rise with healing in his wings, and you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Verse 2. But unto you that fear Aya's name, the Son, S-U-N, S-U-N, his glory, not the sun that is shining here today. The sun, the light that was in the world in the firmament before he made the sun. The light he called into the world before he made the sun on the fourth day of creation. That light, that sun is what he's talking about. That S-U-N, that light, his glory. You fear his name. You call on his name. The sun shall rise of righteousness, arise with healing in his wings, and you shall go forth and grow up like calves in the stall. You know how a calf behave in the stall? Have any one of you seen a calf in a stall? They jump, they kick, they're happy, they run around, they kick up in the air. We'll be happy. We will be happy. Verse 3. And you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the sole of your feet in the day that Aya shall do this, says Aya of hosts. We will tread down the wicked, man. He is telling you. That's his promise. We will tread down the wicked as ashes under our feet in that day when Aya do this. When we turn to him, he turned to us. No JC, no Yeshua, no man, no spirit, no fallen angel. He give us a name. Let's call that name. He gonna visit us in the form he want us. In the form of a man, in the form of a spirit, in the form of a cloud, in the form of a stick, in the form of a what? In the wind, in the rain, in the thunder, in the lightning. He will come. We are not to determine how he comes. We call on his name. That's what we have to do, my brothers and sisters. We have to call on his name. Let us stop focusing on all the nonsense. Let us stop focusing on all the other things that's not important to us. And let us focus on what's important to us. Make sure your intellect is solidly filled with the teachings of Aya. May you call on his name as much as you can and give him thanks and praise. Open your hand wide and sing praises unto him. Glorify his name. Verses 4. Remember you the law that was given to Shemaiah, Aya's servant. You see what he's telling you to remember? My brothers and sisters, that's the last prophet came to us. That was the last prophet Aya sent to us. To tell, to teach us, to direct us, the last one for us. He says, remember the law Which law? The law that was given to Moses. Moses didn't make no law. Shemaiah didn't make a law. And let no man tell you that he made law. Ayah made his laws. Ayah wrote it on the tablet of stone. Ayah gave it to Shemaiah. So it was Ayah's law. He said, remember the law. So he said, remember the law given to Moshe, his servant, which Ayah commanded unto him in Horeb. He gave him in Horeb for all Israel. He gave it for the whole nation of Israel, not for the world. My brothers and sisters, he gave it to Shemaiah for the nation of Israel. How come these nations go and write a book and give it to you? The Most High never gave them his law, but they write a new book, and you only believe in the book that they write? Do you see your folly? Do you see why we are keeping our tithes from the Most High? Do you see why we are keeping our offerings from him? Because we're giving it to false deities. We are giving it to demons and devils that the Romans put together. This beast organization put together. Lucifer. Lucifer worship. Stop worshiping Lucifer. Stop giving your tithes and offering to Lucifer. Give your tithes and offering to Ayah, your Redeemer. And that's not no money. It is praise and rejoicing and thanksgiving. Give it to Ayah, your Redeemer. The statutes and judgment. So you see, he gave unto us his commandments, his statutes, and his judgments. That's why he's punishing us. That's why he's punishing us. The other nations have their punishment coming. He said he go burn them like stubble. That's theirs. That's theirs. That's the Most High with them. But with us, he go punish us and keep punishing us. And in the end, those who keep his commandments and seek him, praise be to Ayah. But those who disobeyed, they will be punished as well. He says either you adhere or you forbear. It's either you accept or you don't. Verse 5. Behold, Ayah will send you EZER-IAH, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Ayah. Ayah is telling you he's going to send prophet to warn you. He's telling you before that dreadful day is come, he will send his prophets to warn you. I am speaking to you the words of the prophets. I am warning you with the words that he gave to the prophets, my brothers and sisters. As Ayah promised, his words will be spoken before his day come. And his word is spoken. He shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest Ayah come and smite the earth with a curse. He's not coming and destroy the whole earth. You hear what he just tell you? He shall turn the heart of the father to the children. He is telling you, he is going to turn to you. He's turning to you. That's what he's doing. He just tell you, he's going to turn the heart of the father to the children. And the heart of the children, which is you, he going to turn your heart to him. And if he didn't do this, he will just come and smite the earth with a curse. But he's not doing that. He is turning himself to you. He's turning your hearts to him. Accept him. Accept him. Take his name in your lips. His name is Ayah. He is your Redeemer. He is the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. That's what he is to you. May I bless you. May I guide you. May I open your ears to hear the words I have spoken to you on this day. I have read the book of Malachiah, the one they call Malachi, to you. He was the last prophet the Most High sent to us. This was the last part of the book of remembrance that Ayah had preserved for us. Ayah has not given us a New Testament. He has not spoken in the New Testament. He has not mentioned any of the people names you see in the New Testament. He hasn't mentioned them in the book of remembrance. Ayah did not give us a new book. And remember what he told us. We should not add to the book that he gave us, and we should not take away from it. He says, whoever add to it will be punished. My dear brothers and sisters, that new book will cause many of our brothers and sisters to be punished. That new book, that addition, which he said we must not do, and we didn't do it. The enemy did it. Why? Lucifer knew. By doing this, because he cannot change the word of Ayah, our Redeemer. Neither can he destroy his words. Neither could he destroy his book. So what he did, he used man to remove his name from the book. They tell you his name was too holy to be mentioned, so they take it out. And they put Lord, which is Baal. And they remove where he say, I am your Redeemer. And they put God, which is a title to Baal, Balagad. Their demon worship, idol pagan worship, mighty one. That's what they did to you in his book. And that was not enough for them, because they knew that the Most High promised he go revive us. He go open our eyes and our ears. He go wake us up. The children from our ancestors, their offspring, their seeds. He will raise them up one day and bring them back. Just like Malachiah said. You will know he will turn to you and you will turn to him. They knew that. So they take his name out, they put these two words there, and there's nothing more they could have do to it. But they was not satisfied with that, because they know the Most High say, he go turn our hearts to him and he go turn to us. So they went and write a new book. And they give you a new mighty one. They give you a man to pray to. And not even a man that look like you. EZER-IAH. EZER-IAH is a black nation. Abraham to Jacob was black. They all was black. Their wives was black women. Their husbands was black men. Read your book and look at it. It's in your book. The enemy turned them white on pages, on pictures. But you don't have to follow those pictures. But they gave you a new mighty one. Some call him, some now turn him black. They turn him from blonde hair, blue eye, to black, and call him Yeshua. Lucifer have told you he is the son of the morning. My brothers and sisters, he have turned himself from being the prince of darkness to the angel of light. He told you that. Now you are turning Lucifer into being a black man and want your people to worship him as a black man. My dear brothers and sisters, do you see your folly? We are not to worship man. Any man who came on the earth, we are not to worship them. Shemaiah, the one they call Moshe, he spoke to the Most High face to face. He once offered himself, wanting to offer himself for us. And the Most High rejected that and told him, go your way. Moshe, Shemaiah, who spoke to him face to face as a friend speaking to a friend. And he tell him, shut up your mouth and go your way. This cannot happen. In his law, in his realm, in his righteousness, in his doctrine, in his host, in his heaven, in his earth, this cannot happen. No man can die for another man. Every man had to pay for his own sin. And yet, when they write this new book, look in your book and see what they call it. It stated big and bold in every one of the book, the New Testament. The Most High never gave us a New Testament, my dear brothers and sisters. He gave us covenants. He gave us his teaching. He sent his prophets with his words. He gave us his law. That's what he gave us. He gave us his law. And then those who come with the New Testament telling you that the law is done away with. Don't you see the reason why you should never even open that book? Do you see the reason why you should reject it from the time you hear the name of it and what they are propagating through this book? The Most High say you have to turn to him. His last prophet tell you, I will then turn the heart of the father to the children and the heart of the children to the father. In their book, they're telling you that he is the truth, the life, and the way. And without him, you cannot go to the Father. Don't you see the contradictions, my brothers and sisters? Don't you see it? EZER-IAH is your Redeemer. He is the Holy One of EZER-IAH. And there is no Savior besides him. Go in your book. Besides him, there is no Savior. Look unto him and be saved, all the ends of the earth. My dear brothers and sisters, I thank you for listening to this. This is very important for you to study and for you to know. Go in the book and read your book. EZER-IAH speak to us through his prophets. The prophets he sent in his name with his word so that we will know it's EZER-IAH who sent them. He have not sent us any apostles. He did not send us any disciples. He didn't send us any letters. He sent us scriptures. He sent us doctrines. He sent us his laws. Thanks again. And may the Most High bless you and keep you. May the Most High, when you call on his name, he will answer your supplications. He will come to your assistance. He will hear you from his holy heaven. Stretch your hands out wide and praise the Most High. Say this with me. EZER-IAH, have mercy on me. EZER-IAH, have mercy on me. EZER-IAH, have mercy on me. May the Most High bless you and keep you. May the Most High strengthen you in every way. Praise be to Aya, our Redeemer and Savior. Praise be to Aya, our Redeemer and Savior, the Holy One of Israel. Aya. Ah, ah.